Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com. Here with a box set I actually want. We've been talking about stupid box sets, of which there is no shortage. Well, this is really a rather smart, it's a stupid box set to the extent that it's not complete. And it needs to be. It's The Art of Riccardo Muti. And you can see from this little thing here that this is an Italian Decca production, because he's Italian. Get it? They stick together, those people. And the fact of the matter is, Muti only did so much. He didn't really do anything for Decca. It's for Philips, which is now Decca. And his Philips legacy hasn't gotten much attention. Because remember, he jumped ship from EMI Warner when he was still in Philadelphia and remade some things for Philips that he had already done, Tchaikovsky and some other stuff. And people didn't think it was as good as the previous stuff, but it wasn't bad. You know, I don't have those recordings anymore, believe it or not, and or at least I don't think I do. And I would very much like to hear them again now that, I've heard this, because this is really, really very, very good. I mean, really surprisingly good. And let's talk about what's in here so that you can get a sense of what it is and what it isn't. It's the isn't that bothers me. All right, so we've got the Beethoven Violin Concerto with Vadim Repin and the Vienna Phil. Well, it's a marvelous Beethoven Violin Concerto. It really is. Repin is a tremendous violinist, and it's beautifully played and beautifully recorded. It doesn't show off Muti to any particular effect because he's accompanying, but he accompanies very nicely, and that's fine. Then we have Brahms 1, because he did a Brahms cycle. Remember that? And it's a really good Brahms 1. I'd like to hear the whole cycle, but it's not here, along with the Haydn variations. I feel like maybe I didn't quite give it the attention it deserved the first 30 or 40 times I listened to it. Maybe, I don't know. I didn't have much to quibble with. Is it my favorite Brahms 1? No, but does he put anything a foot wrong anywhere? Well, not really. And the recording sounded rather good. Given the fact that it's Philadelphia, which always had issues with every label it ever worked with and getting really good sound, however great the orchestra might be, they're still having issues. I mean, some of those Yannick Nézet-Séguin things, like the Mahler 8 and other things, have been horrible, horrible sounding recordings in their beautiful, new, acoustically delightful hall. So go figure. Then we've got Haydn's The Seven Last Words, a work that Muti does. There's a live Salzburg one. He did this with Berlin Phil, and it's very, very fine. Really fine. Not many people record the original orchestral version of this work, particularly on modern instruments, and this is one of the better ones. It's a beautiful performance of a wonderful work. I mean, if you don't know the work, you're really missing something. It's Haydn's biggest and in some ways most ambitious orchestral piece. It is unlike anything else written in the 18th century. So it's really worth hearing. Then we've got Mozart 40 and 41. Now, he also did 38 and 39 and maybe 35 and 36. He did a bunch of Mozarts. And they were wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful performances. I have those over here somewhere. I kept them in the main collection of Mozart because I was astonished at how good they are, but the others aren't here. And that's what irritates me. Then we've got Pictures at an Exhibition in A Night on Bald Mountain with Philadelphia, which is, his EMI one with Philly was pretty special, right? Coupled with, the Firebird Suite? I mean, really first rate, really first rate. This one is a little bit more plush, shall we say. Maybe not as pedal to the metal as that first one when he was younger and just firing on all cylinders, but still, it's lovely. Then we've got Paganini's Fourth Violin Concerto and the Paganini Pietro Spada Sonata Varsavia with Gieden Kramer and Riccardo Muti in Vienna. Well, Gieden Kramer is Gieden Kramer. He is not going to win any awards for beauty of tone, and it says nothing about Muti, but it's and there's a Gieden Kramer box, by the way, so I don't think it's in there. I don't need it. I can do without it. I'd rather hear somebody with, a little bit more virtuoso pizzazz, but it's not terrible. Prokofiev, Third Symphony and Symphony No. 1 with Philadelphia. Wow. Great. Absolutely great. Great sonics. Blistering performance. one of the great Prokofiev threes. There were a couple that came out at the same time. There was Muti's, and I think Shai did also with the Concertgebouw. Swings and roundabouts. Which one to choose? They were great. Oh, they were fantastic. Prokofiev 5 and the Meeting of the Volga and the Dawn, the tone poem that no one ever plays. It's one of those socialist realist things, but it's Prokofiev. It's fun. And the Fifth Symphony is not bad. It has a tam-tam, not as loud as I'd like it to be, but it's a very good performance. Again, one that nobody paid any attention to when it came out, or very little attention. It's powerful. It's big. The first movement has all the gravity that the work needs. The finale is dazzling. It's okay. Schumann, Symphonies 1 and 4. No reason not to do the other two. They should be here as well. That's ridiculous. And fine. They're great. Great Schumann performances. Those are with Vienna. And then with Berlin, let me make sure it's with Vienna. Yeah, I know it's with Vienna. It's with Vienna. Yes, of course. And then we have Strauss, Don Juan, and Aus Italien. I mean, Aus Italien is a Muti specialty, right? He did it also for Sony. With that Italian music thing, I believe it's in there somewhere. He does it so well. He kind of owns Aus Italien. Whether it's in that box or not, I can't remember. I think it was. But it doesn't make any difference. It's a beautiful performance either way. I'm with Berlin Phil. I love Aus Italien. I think it's gorgeous. The first movement, particularly the Panorama, whatever that thing is called. Wow. Very, very beautiful early Strauss, just before the major tone poems started popping up. So this box, which I'm sure is unavailable, because why should it be, has wonderful stuff in it. There are virtually, aside from the Paganini Concerto, which I don't think anybody needs, there are virtually no weak links here, which only begs the question of why not just get all of his Phillips stuff and stuff in the box, because it wasn't like there was that much of it. There wasn't. So I don't know what to tell you, but it whets the appetite. It really does. Keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.